Good times, bad times. This is Caesar. He was my high school classmate at Eagle School. He and I got really close to each other and we ended up being best friends. One day, Caesar came late to class. I immediately knew that something bad had happened. I went up to him and I noticed he had his t-shirt fully buttoned. It looked like he was hiding something. I got scared and decided to remove his t-shirt collar. I was shocked with what I saw. Caesar's neck was full of bruises. Also his stomach and specific parts of his face were like that. I couldn't believe that something like that was happening to my best friend. I hugged him and I started to cry. I asked him who did that to him, and the answer surprised me. The worst part of all was the reason why he had been hit. He said, "My parents hit me until they got tired of doing it, and all because of my sexual orientation." After a few minutes trying to calm down, I decided to tell our friend Catalina what had happened to him. Caesar told us the horrible things that his parents did to him. We told Caesar to report his parents to the police, but he refused immediately. He said, "My parents have been doing this since I was a child. I'm afraid of them. They will kill me if I do that." Catalina and I couldn't do anything, so we went home really worried about him. That day, Catalina and I told our parents what had happened to Caesar. Next day, Caesar reported his parents to the police with the help of Catalina's mother. They also went to the hospital to check if there was any major injury in his body. The police arrested Caesar's parents that night, and Caesar went to spend the night with his aunt. But his parents were released after a few hours. After a few days, Caesar and his parents were to trial. The attorney gave his parents a restriction order for a complete year, and Caesar would have to go to a foster care. Catalina's mother, Monica, was not happy with the idea of leaving Caesar in a place like that, so she made some phone calls, and after a few days she got the legal custody of Caesar. Catalina's family received and accepted Caesar like one of them. They took care of him in every aspect, including school payments. After everything he went through, Caesar was finally happy with his new family and he ended up graduating from high school with honors. Things were getting better in Caesar's life. He was accepted in Antofagasta's university, but not everything was perfect. He was having problems with his new family. Caesar felt like the black sheep because of his sexual orientation. So after a few months, he decided to leave the house and live on his own. Before very long, Caesar couldn't handle the situation between university and his economic condition, so he ended up dropping out of the university. Since that day, Caesar has been working full-time and things for him are not quite easy. Caesar has been through good times and bad times, but despite all of that, he understands that those things have helped him grow. Now, he is more mature and independent. Caesar has left his past behind him, and after a few years, he has decided to go back to his studies. He is now focusing on becoming a professional, and no matter what obstacles he has to overcome, he is determined to reach his goal.